I would have no hope for Twitter. I think Twitter he's running that shit to the ground, like speed running it into the ground. I can't believe
what?
He's insanely.
Twitter's never been better. Twitter has never been more fun. It's never been more exciting. I've never spent this much time on it. In my opinion, I've been on Twitter for years. This is the best it's ever been, and people are starting to blow up there.
That's just absolutely not true. The whole checkmark thing was a fiasco. That product got like delivered, canceled, redelivered. He's like introduced like a second checkmark thing. I don't think that product rolled out like they wanted it to. I know they've had issues with advertisers pulling out. I don't know if they've all come back or not yet. You've got people at the shareholders at Tesla that are asking them to step down because that company is starting to slide in value. Musk was saying he was looking for other investors or to sell Twitter again. He's dumping like billions of dollars in stocks to pay off like the interest on his, like, I don't think Twitter is going well at all. I don't think so.
You haven't been spending more time on it. Maybe what you're saying is everything I hear from the leftists, and this is like making me want to get into a debate about like the type of information that you ingest because you're supposed to think that Twitter sucks. Like all the leftists are saying that.
Hold on, stop. Wait, stop. You're being a bot right now, okay? This has nothing.
You're being a bot. You're saying all the bot leftist stuff.
No. You're being a bot because you think this is like a leftist or conservative thing. I'm just interested in Twitter from like a business point of view. That's the only analysis I'm doing. I'm not talking about like he's not being liberal enough or progressive enough or any of that. I'm not talking because if that was the case, then I would. Here are the bot talking points. Okay, I'd be saying like Twitter's gotten a whole lot worse because there's way more like racism and sexism on Twitter these days. There's a lot of people that are being like really hateful. Like that's what I'd be saying. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that one of the big product rollouts that he did, his expectations were way too high. He wanted to be getting 50% of the revenue of the company coming from subscriptions. That was insane. The idea behind that was a big mistake. That rollout didn't go as well as planned. Right? He's laid off of workers, but he's still having to do, like all of these things I'm pointing. These are objective business facts, right? If it hurts your feelings to hear that, I'm sorry, but this is not like leftist talking points.
Now you're making a complete argument that I'm not saying it doesn't hurt my feelings, but it
no. For the fact that you
digest.
No, I'm just but if you want to disagree with something I'm saying, then feel free to submit like a disagreement. But when you just go, oh, you're just giving leftist talking points, that's a bot talking point, right?
Well, everybody on the left that I see on Twitter, all the leftists hate Twitter and they have different justifications for why. You're saying the business thing, they're saying that the advertisers are leaving, but everybody on the right is saying that the advertisers aren't actually leaving. The reason he added views is to show the fact that Twitter has never had more engagement than ever. It seems like it has a good opportunity for 2023 to be the new like mainstream platform for free speech. If you actually look at it, the Instagram stock is going down. People don't really go in Meta. Instagram doesn't have the same feel as it does anymore. In my world,
hold on, wait. What are you talking about? First of all, wait, hold on. Nothing you're saying is true. Okay, Meta stock is up 6 points over the past month. So I don't know what you mean when you're saying like Meta stock is going down. Like I don't know what Twitter's current valuation is at. Like, what do you mean? Where are you getting your news from? Twitter lost 50 of its top 100 advertisers since Elon Musk took over. That's from November 25th of 2022. So that's in the last month. I don't know where your info is coming from. I'm giving you facts.
So why is that? Why you think Elon Musk wants to step down as a CEO?
Probably because he's a disaster running the company. He's insanely incompetent. Yeah.
What makes you think he's incompetent?
Because he doesn't know how to run the company. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's
getting rid of all those employees was the biggest W I've seen from a CEO.
You have no idea if that was a W or not.
Twitter's just better. Twitter is objectively more interesting now.
How? It's not, but it's not more interesting. This is okay. Your issue is that you can't look at this like a business. You're looking at this like a child's playground, right? When you say that Twitter is better, you're thinking of the posts that you see on Twitter, and that's fun. I'm thinking about Twitter. I'm evaluating from a business point of view. From a business point of view, every decision Elon has made has been failure after failure after failure, right? Now it might be better because people are having like fun conversations and saying wild on Twitter. I agree with that. There's a lot of crazy shit on Twitter, people talking now. And that's the best basis.
That's the best metric of how it's going to be successful. Is that the Twitter stock isn't actually down, is it?
Well, it's no, you can't really say that. Sorry. When we talk about the price of a stock, usually we're talking about what people are willing to buy and sell a share of a company for that's listed on a public exchange. But when Elon Musk bought Twitter, he took the company off the public exchanges, so it's not a publicly traded company anymore. It's a privately traded company. So there isn't like a price for the stock anymore. Does that make sense? There is no Twitter stock.
Is it possible that all the information that you're seeing is because the mainstream platforms are afraid of losing their spot where everybody goes for news, and now people are going to go to Twitter for news, and so they need to paint this picture that it's losing and that it's bad and everything? basically, if everybody that I'm seeing, everybody I talk to, everybody that I'm interested in is saying that Twitter is interesting, that should be the best metric to determine whether or not it's going to be successful. If it's objectively more fun to go on. Say, if CNN, MSNBC, all these things are saying Elon's failing, that's because they feel threatened because people are not getting their news from CNN anymore. They're going to Twitter.
Okay, I can't, yeah, I don't know how to argue with you. Like, if you're telling me, like, well, my friends are saying it's better, that's fine. I'm just arguing from a business point of view.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. You're saying it's more interesting, it's more entertaining. That might be true, but I'm just saying from a business point of view, Elon personally is making a lot of spooky decisions that might even be rattling like Tesla stock. It seems like he's not competently running Twitter as a platform very well. It might be more interesting right now just because, like, people are having fun conversations on it, but from a business point of view, it doesn't seem like he's doing too hot. That's the...
Okay, you said that point a couple times, but when you look up...
Elon,
wait. When you look up Twitter stock right now, you see ABC News, Electric, CNN, all they're saying Twitter's failing. They are probably just trying to paint a narrative that Twitter's down so that people think that Twitter's bad, when in reality, that can't be the case. Here's the thing. In their best interest to make Twitter seem bad, especially if somebody who's for free speech is taken over. They need to make Twitter seem bad.
Okay, I don't know how to argue with you. Like, you're just giving me your feelings, right? All I can speak are numbers and facts, okay? Like, Tesla as a company...
Your numbers and facts are coming from where?
From the markets. Tesla as a company has lost 2/3 of its value in the past year. That's really bad. Elon Musk is selling off tens of billions of dollars.
You just said that the Twitter stock is changing. Now you're saying that it's
No. Tesla. The other company that Elon Musk owns, the one that he's like getting all of his money from to pay for the debt from his Twitter loans that he leveraged all of his stock to take out loans to buy, right? That company's losing a ton of money. The shareholders over there are very upset because a lot of these companies float or trade on like Elon Musk's reputation that he's running into the ground running Twitter, right? These are real things.
He wants to step down as CEO.
Yeah, so possibly. But also
else.
like
Twitter's going to do well in 2023. He'll probably step down and pass it off to somebody else. His reputation is bad because mainstream news and people like you, they want to paint it like he's a bad person.
No, bro, you're a bot. Don't be a bot. You're being a bot when you're saying this.
What's bot about what I'm saying?
Elon Musk is making objectively bad decisions and objectively bad statements when he's going on and talking publicly. If you want to talk about his statements, or
what's an objectively bad statement? What?
Multiple ones. When he goes on and
name one.
Sure.
Name one.
When he goes on to a Twitter space and he's saying things like Twitter needs a full rewrite. And somebody's like, what do you mean? What's wrong with the stack, bro? And he's like, who are you? And he starts crying. When Elon comes out and he says things like, can advertisers really pull out of my platform? That seems illegal. Maybe I should sue them. These are insane statements. When people come out and Elon is being asked about like, hey, do you offer targeted advertising on Twitter? And he's saying, well, I don't think that's possible. These are stupid statements made by a guy that has no idea what platform he's running. Those are three objectively like factual statements that he has made that are objectively factually stupid, right? And that's on top of all the other business stuff I listed earlier. These are not like left-wing, right-wing, blah, blah, apologies problems. These are just bad things that Elon's doing. He's incompetent when it comes to running this company.
What is fun though? Maybe you're just mad because you're not on ban yet.
I'm not mad. It is fun.
You're pretty heated.
Okay, never mind. You're emotional, and you don't like to when I attack Elon.
I'm emotional?
Yes.
I'm emotional right now?
I just gave you fact after fact after fact, and you go, well, I think that you're just upset.
You paused the factory game to go yell about facts.
Because I'm giving you all of my attention.
It's not a fact that it's stupid because he's talking in a different way about advertisers based on your opinion. That's not a fact.
No, it's a fact that he's stupid because he doesn't know about targeted advertising when that's been the norm for the better part of the last decade at least. Go buy advertisements on Facebook right now or on AdSense right now. Of course you can target users. Anybody that's ever bought a single ad in their life knows that. Or it's not stupid to criticize him for everything that he says related to programming or dev work is the stupidest ever. This guy discovers like 2 errors in code and he's like tweeting out like, oh, we just made the full Twitter mobile app like 15 milliseconds more responsive. Like, bro, what are you even talking about? Like, shut the up. Like, everything that he says like reeks of like a child that's like running around in a factory and he's excited to discover that he can like, I don't know, like mop up a corner or something. He's just dumb. He's just stupid when it comes to everything having to do with this company. He hasn't said anything insightful. He's wasting a ton of money. He set like a whole pile of cash on fire. The sale was so bad. He was like pleading to the courts to let him out of his deal that he agreed to sign on to. He knew that when he bought the company, he overvalued it massively. People that own stock like made out like bandits. What did he buy it for? Was it $47 a share or something? When that thing was trading for what, like 35 or 30 over the counter? Like, it was insane. Everything about the deal.
That's a great investment. Being able to take over mainstream news and being able to own public discourse is something that's going to be really valuable in the long term.
Okay.
People don't trust the news at all anymore. More people are going to Twitter to digest the news than they have ever been compared to mainstream news. And of course, right now, the bot talking point, the leftists are going to be saying like, oh, it's bad. Elon's a child. They're going to want to insult him. Ethan Decline will get on the stage and complain about Elon, say, F you. But in the long term, decentralizing information and bringing it back to Twitter and the public square is a better investment for the future. I think a lot of what you're saying is stuff that the leftist news wants you to think because they don't like you.
No, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I watched so many of your old videos. This is the only reason why I've entertained this conversation so much. I know that there's like an intelligent young man inside that brain of yours, okay? This is like the third time you've said leftist bot talking points. All I've given you are straight raw facts. I have not given you a single, I haven't mentioned hate speech or racism or any political statement whatsoever. Everything I'm giving you is facts. And you keep running behind this like, lefty talking points. Well, you're giving me the lefty talking points.
You saying it's a stupid point. You saying Elon's stupid is not a fact.
It is when he's making stupid statements. Do you disagree that any of the statements that I just referenced are stupid? Do you want to go over any of them?
I'm not sure if those are stupid.
Okay. Make Sneako watch the Twitter space clip of Elon muting text and asking engineers who they are for pushing back. Have you seen that clip before? I think it's the one where he talks about needing a full rewrite.
No, send that to me.
Okay, hold on. Give me a sec.
Density of features as high as possible.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think, frankly, if you want to have a really high velocity of features, I think we'll just need to do a total rewrite of the whole thing.
Wait, seriously, a total rewrite. That's your prediction for velocity.
Yeah.
Well, when you say a total rewrite, do you mean starting with the skeleton or a bunch of engineers sit down with a whiteboard and say, what is Twitter? Revolution or reform?
I mean, I just mean like literally like there's like you could either try to amend the crazy stack that exists or rewrite it.
But when you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Like break it down.
Have you seen George's like diagram?
No. I mean like. What do you mean by crazy? No, seriously. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I don't know. You gave me the mic. I got no.
I didn't give you the mic.
Whoa, I'm doing the mic, and let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean, yeah.
Like what? No, man. You're in charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. Like, what is the stack, Elon?
Keep things technical in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now? What's so crazy about it? What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on, give it to me.
All right, so first off...
Amazing. Wow, you're a jackass.
Okay. All
right, no. I got no credibility here, buddy. I got no idea.
First off, let's keep my space civil.
Here, you know, like
we removed him from.
Yeah, he should have known more than just
or said anything at all, right?
Yeah, I think I mean, that was a PR stunt, like him saying rewrite. Because at first, when he first joined, he opened up the closet and there was a bunch of the shirts that said "Stay woke." I think he basically meant like the whole idea of Twitter needs to be changed, but he didn't know anything about the code specifically that need to.
Okay, but like this is a lot of people are gonna miss this. Okay, but this is one of the reasons why this particular clip is so painful, in my opinion, and 92% of people are gonna miss this in the public, is that Elon's excuse constantly for being such an autistic about everything that he does is, well, I'm an engineer. Well, I'm an engineer. Well, I'm an engineer. Okay, that's why he's bad at PR. That's why he's bad at speaking. That's why it's like, okay, fine. So when you get into things like maybe development or engineering, that would at least be the one area where I would expect him to say something like intelligent. But here, he sounds like every clueless middle manager ever. Guys, we need to rewrite the stack. What the do you mean rewrite the stack? What the is wrong with it? Well, we just need a full rewrite. But
I don't know if that could determine that he's an incompetent CEO of Twitter. Of course, he didn't know past rewrite, and he was saying that because it sounds good. He's like, oh, Elon's going to change everything. He should not have called that guy a jackass for asking a legitimate question.
Here's the advertising one. Okay, load up this one.
If Twitter can accurately recommend tweets to you that you don't explicitly follow, it can by the same token also show ads that are relevant to you.
So the way that a lot of platforms do ad sales and a lot of like purchasers expect ads isn't necessarily I'm going to give you these ads and I trust you to serve them to the right people. It's usually almost the opposite, where it's, I want to target this group of people in this region who went to a Jiffy Lube in the last 72 days. That level of micro-targeting is something a lot of ad buyers now expect. And like, it's a huge part of how CPMs can get so high on platforms like YouTube. But sometimes these advertisers will serve entirely different versions of the same ad to different
Can you turn this guy
demographics.
off, please? He's just talking nonsense. Thanks. I've actually talked to the advertisers.
Yeah, okay. He didn't play the whole clip, but he's being too dismissive, especially in a Twitter space. That's the whole point of the Twitter space, open discussion. That can't determine that he's an incompetent CEO just because he didn't want to hear this random guy tell him about targeted ads.
Well, what would you? Well, okay, but the fact that he says that like that's not how it works, and then he gets like upset when somebody's explaining like really basic things. And again, I encourage anybody that wants to. You can go to. I think you can probably type in like buy ad Facebook. You might have to make a business account or something there, but like you can target like ads like crazy. You can do it with AdSense as well. Like of course that's what you're going to be looking for. And yeah, that's why CPMs are so high on these platforms, is because like you can target an insanely precise audience. That's like expected.
I prefer his method. I'm tired of targeted ads. Means that they start listening to you and they start checking your emails to figure out, like, you know, when you say like the word wine and then it shows up in your targeted ads a couple days. If less surveillance if I can,
You'd rather see random ads for like.
I would rather pay a subscription model than be spied on all the time.
Okay, if you'd rather pay a subscription model, that'd be fine. But there are products for that, right? That's what. Do you own like YouTube? Well, I guess not for YouTube. But okay.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right. Bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.